Y'all, we have been burnt out. What is up, beautiful people? TJ here with another episode. I want to come with a really quick video, just kind of talking through some reseller burnout, some life burnout, some YouTube burnout. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of happening, that's been happening over the last few weeks. And me and April just have been exhausted. We have just been like burnt out, like to the point. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I actually had a thought run across my brain, like I'm not making any more YouTube videos. I mean, I literally had that thought. Like I was like, I quit. I'm done. I'm not doing it no more. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. And with that came a lot of thoughts about our reselling business and all the things that kind of go with that. And I was so overwhelmed that I was like, hey, I'm just done with all of it. I'm done with doing all of it. And I kind of talked myself off the ledge. Just go ahead and tell y'all that at the beginning of the video. I talked myself off the ledge, and we kind of got some stuff going. So I want to kind of tell y'all some of the things that I did to get over the hump with our reselling business, and then with the YouTube stuff, I'm still working on that. Just to be honest with y'all, just like a quick synopsis over what's kind of been going on for the last couple weeks. Me and April, we lost our grandmother. And we also lost one of our first cousins, and in the last 3 weeks, this all kind of happened. So a lot of stuff that's just been kind of going on in the background, and we're, trying to do YouTube, trying to do reselling, trying to do life, working, dealing with customers, dealing with comments. It's just it becomes very stressful. You just kind of get you get a little bit frustrated sometimes, but me and April, we manage it pretty well. But reseller fatigue, YouTube fatigue, business fatigue, entrepreneurship fatigue, burnout, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes you have to take a break to reset and reframe. And if you follow us on Instagram, I do make some little posts about refreshing, reframing, different things like that. Because sometimes those messages aren't for y'all; those messages are for us. Because sometimes we need it too. We need to. We're human beings, and sometimes we just need to reset. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to recharge our eBay store. I'm going to reset my mind frame. Did I mean to say that? Is that right? Mindset. I'm going to reframe my mindset, and we're going to get back, into the swing of things. And we're going to kind of come back out of this slump, fighting. So that's what we're going to do today. So if you're following me on social media, Instagram or Facebook, or the Facebook group, which I put the links down here somewhere so y'all can see. Y'all know that I got some stuff listed. So I actually listed this tub of stuff, and that tub of stuff, and that thing right there. Some of this stuff is from the thrifting finds. Just stuff I've been getting. I've been getting a bunch of stuff in lately, but not listing it. I've just been getting it because, sourcing is fun. So I've got, like I said, it's a bunch of stuff in here that I was able to get listed. And we actually was able to spur a ton of sales. So since we've started listing stuff, we've been making a ton of sales. And in the last 2 days, we've gotten 15 orders. That's almost $1,000 in sales. So I'm pretty stoked about that. All right, so out of all that stuff that I got listed last night and some of the stuff I got listed today, we have sold over $1,000 worth of stuff just in that time frame of yesterday and today. So definitely resetting, refreshing ourselves, kind of really reprioritizing things. It's been really beneficial for us. We're still not 100% there. I mean, we still got definitely some work to do. You'll see in a minute, because we're going to go over to the store and you're going to kind of see our death. I call it the death store. It's like the whole store is like a death pile. So we got a ton of stuff that needs to be listed, and a lot of stuff we don't even realize that we have. All this stuff that I got listed today, over $1,000, probably $2,000 worth of product just sitting here, just not even being listed. And I'm going out and buying stuff at Walmart and buying stuff, So I kind of put myself on a little bit of a what I want to call a sourcing fast, where I'm just gonna slow down with my sourcing until I can get all this stuff listed. But I'm actually doing pretty good. It's actually working pretty good for me. So sometimes I use these YouTube videos to hold myself accountable, and hopefully, y'all hold me accountable as well. But I'm gonna go over some of the stuff that we've actually sold from this pile that I just showed y'all, just to let you know that you can do it. It's pretty simple to go in and kind of refresh your store. All right, so we sold this Oral-B Pro 1000 for $24.99 plus shipping. It's in this box down here, so we did sell that pretty quickly. We also sold both of the Hoover vacuum cleaners that I got on a Walmart clearance video a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. It's been a while ago. We got some Hoover vacuum cleaners. I think I paid like $30 or $40 for them. Sold them for $128, and then we sold the Star Wars, a couple of the Star Wars vintage collection doll sets. I think I got those for $4 the other maybe 2 weeks ago, and we sold those for $24 for $14. So I only made a couple of dollars, maybe $4 or $5 on that sale. And then we sold the Microsoft Xbox One controller for $39.99, and then we sold the other another Philips Norelco grooming set for $23. Plus shipping. And then we also sold a video game for $20 with free shipping. And then we sold this cracker, yeah, you see the word up here. We sold it for $275 with free shipping. That was a crazy sale. I forgot that I actually had this. This thing has been sitting in my garage for at least 3 months. And I listed it last night and it sold this morning for $275. So that's how bad it's gotten with the listing. And then we sold a couple other action figures, some backpacks. We sold this Xbox One power supply. So we're just making like some really pretty decent sales, and our sales aren't like really big, so like this $1,000 seems like a lot of money, but on average, our average sale price is about $56 or something like that per item. So right now we're at 19 sales, which is the most that we've had for like a weekend or going into a weekend in a long time. So just listing, it works. I mean, I can't say it enough. I know it sounds cliche, but if you are in a slump and you're thinking about like, man, I ain't making no sales, ain't nothing going on, just start listing your death pile. Just get to your death pile and start listing stuff. And I know it's hard because you get caught up in, if how much something costs or the price of something, or maybe it doesn't work, maybe it doesn't work, it's dirty, I need to clean it. I know all those things kind of go through your mind, but you just need to get the stuff listed. Hopefully you get that from this video today. So we're gonna go over to the store and I'm gonna go get some more stuff to list tonight. And yeah, I'll see y'all back here. TJ, how do I get out of that mode? And it's not that simple. It's not that simple to get out of burnout. If it was that simple to get out of burnout, then everybody would be just jumping out and doing it. Everybody would be doing that. Everybody would be selling stuff. Everybody would be listing like they're supposed to. It would be easy, but it's not easy to get out of burnout. And it's not going to be easy for me just to say, okay, we'll do A, B, C, and D. Give you a nice little perfect list to get out of it. It's just not that simple. So I'm gonna tell y'all some of the things that I did, because this is just from my experience, what I've done to kind of reinvigorate myself and reframe my mind, because you really have to reframe your mindset to get into the mode of listing, getting back in the swing of things, just really jumping back in the saddle. So the first thing I did, y'all saw on the channel, because I share mostly everything, I got this store back in a place that's a lot better than what it was. Now, this store has historically, for the most part, sometimes a lot, it is just like a mess. We got stuff everywhere. It's just product everywhere, all over. And really, it's hard to get into a mindset of being organized if your space is not organized. Now, I know everybody is not going to have ample space to put everything. You know, that's one thing I've talked to people about is, you know, we're in a unique situation because we have a store, we have a place to put all this stuff away from like our living space. But a lot of people are doing this part-time, and they have, the stuff is like encroaching on their life. So that's all they see is stuff everywhere. It's all this stuff. And then they're like, oh, I ain't making no sales. I got all this crap everywhere. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? And that's those are very real feelings, because you do kind of get that feeling if you are around your stuff all the time. So just try to find a space where you can put that stuff and get away from that stuff, you know. So if it's a spare room, if you have to get a storage unit, whatever you got to do to get that stuff in a different space and to organize it so that you can be more productive. So that's just kind of one of the tips that I did. Now, in direct contradiction of that, this space, which is the back room of the store, is not as polished, it's not as nice looking, and this is actually where we list a lot of our items. But I will say it's a lot more organized than what it has been. Y'all have seen the evolution if you've been following the channel for a while. We've evolved this space to be a little bit more functional. So we have, you know, the totes and the bins and stuff is labeled. We still got a bunch of crap. There's still a lot of stuff here. That's the death pile. So we'll be talking about that here in just a minute. But I do have this space in a lot better place than what it was before, because what it was before was just a bunch of junk, and there was no room in here to move around, and I didn't know what we had. You know, so that'd be like my second little tip, or my little thing that I did was I moved everything to a spot to where I could actually see what we had, and then I can work that down. You know, I actually have a manageable area to work things down. So like all this stuff that's on this shelf, all that stuff needs to be listed. So that is the death pile. That's all the stuff that needs to be listed. So, you know, for me, they're in tubs, they're in totes, so I can just take a whole tote and go through and list that stuff. So I think the third thing that I do is the stuff that's the easiest to list. And I know that's kind of like a cop-out, but I go ahead and get the stuff that's easy to list. And I gather those things together, and then I take that whole tub of stuff and I'll list through all that stuff. Now, you will start seeing sales once you start listing stuff, especially if they're easy to list. And most of the times when stuff is easy to list, that means that it has a pretty decent sell-through rate. So it's going to probably sell. And that's going to kind of help you along. That's going to kind of help you be reinvigorated. Another thing that I've done is promoted listings and markdown sales. I went through, there's a way that you can go on eBay and find all your items that are eligible for promotion. And I just put, you know, a 3% promotion on all the items that was eligible for promotion. Now, normally we promote at a higher rate depending on what the item is. It gives you like a suggested percentage to promote, and sometimes we kind of go a little bit above that percentage just to get it really in front of people, you know. And generally those items sell pretty well. So all the items that was eligible for promotion, I went through and I made all those items promoted, and it was a lot of items. It was like, I don't know, we had like 123 items, something like that, that were eligible for promotion that didn't have promotions on them. So I went through and I did that. And I also started a markdown sale. Markdown sales, we've done markdown sales quite a bit. I've showed y'all how to do markdown sales. If you want to know how to do markdown sales, or if you want to know how to quickly find all the items that are eligible for promoted listings, put me a comment down in the comment section below, and I'll make a video specifically just about that, just like a really quick how-to of how to do that. But markdown sales are really awesome. Every time we start a markdown sale, we always sell things through the markdown sale. Sometimes, depending on how many items we mark down, which most times we mark down the whole store, unless we've listed new items. Like the stuff that I listed yesterday and the day before, I'm not going to put that on markdown sale because I just listed it. But the items that's been in there for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, that stuff is getting marked down. And I heavily discount stuff. I mean, sometimes we go up to like 17%. I think that's the highest we've ever done. But items that's been listed for like 90 days plus and it hasn't sold, you know, I'll list it for 15, 17, 13% off. And a lot of times those items do sell. So you may be thinking like, dang man, I can't afford 17% off. You really need to look at those items, because I think sometimes that's like a mental thing. Sometimes you're like, 17% is a lot, but then when you look at the price or the amount that 17% is, sometimes those items can carry that and they can still be profitable. Sometimes maybe, you know, instead of you making $40 on the item, maybe you're only going to make, you know, $30 on the item, and that's okay. You know, I'd rather go ahead and sell an item and make the $30 versus have it sit on my shelf and make, you know, try to make $40. So you really have to get into the mindset of, you know, how you're going to drive the sales, how you're going to get the sales done. All right, so I am done preaching about reselling. I'm gonna do a quick little kind of synopsis on YouTube, just a really quick almost rant about YouTube. YouTube for us has been like a little bit of a challenge, and I've really been struggling with what to post on YouTube, or what to you know, what kind of videos to make, because I really don't get insight. Nobody really gives me feedback of what they want to see. And YouTube promotes who they want to promote. They promote whatever channels they want to promote, whatever content they want to promote, whatever narrative they want to promote. Those are the videos that's going to be promoted. And they can be showing, they can have a thumbnail of a pile of donkey doo-doo, and those videos are just going to get 1 million views or 100,000 views, whatever it is per video. We're just not in that algorithm. We're not in the free kind of traffic space, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. We are just going to continue making the videos that we've been making. If anybody has any suggestions of videos that y'all want to see, or videos y'all want to see more of, you know, just leave it a comment down, and, you know, just give me some feedback. Tell me, you know, what we can change, what we can do better. You know, because the whole point of making this channel is to build this community with you guys, and to, you know, some of the stuff is just for entertainment. You know, like getting mystery boxes and stuff. This is entertainment. You know, those are entertaining. Me and April have a really good time laughing and talking, hanging out, you know, unboxing those things. And then some of the stuff I do because that's how we further our business. So getting liquidation pallets, going and doing the Walmart clearance, those things are actual things that we do to further our business. You know, so it's kind of a weight thing. You know, we try to do entertainment, then we also try to do some kind of education. This video is a little bit of like an educational thing. It's not really, you know, I don't think this is very entertaining, but it's stuff that it may help somebody. If I can help one person, I've done my job. You know, that's what the goal of a lot of these videos is, just to help people, give people a different insight based on our experience. So YouTube for us, sometimes I get a little aggravated with it, I'm not gonna lie, and I just say, you know what, I'm not making nothing. You know, I'm not gonna make any videos. And I don't like being that way because I'm not a negative person. So I always end up making videos, obviously, because, you know, y'all still see them coming out. But I do have those conversations with myself sometimes, because, you know, I may see somebody else's success and I'm like, well, you know, I think we make pretty decent videos. So I feel like we should at least, you know, get some of the love, you know, sometimes, come on, give me just a little bit of, can we get a little bit of love sometimes? But, you know, it just be like that. It's not, you know, a big deal for me, you know, if we don't get into that, even if we never get into the algorithm, you know, we'll still continue to make videos because it's fun, you know, and once it loses its fun, we won't do it anymore. That's life. That's just how it is. So the same with reselling. Sometimes with YouTube, we get a little bit burnt out just based on, the lack of support, I would call it, from YouTube in general. That's YouTube, not you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm talking about YouTube. YouTube definitely has a hand in making sure that traffic, an adequate amount of traffic, gets to your videos. And sometimes I don't feel like they do the best job with that. And that's okay. It's not a big deal. So with that said, that's where I'm gonna leave you guys today. I am going on night shift starting tomorrow night. So videos are probably gonna be a little bit wonky. It's probably gonna be a little bit more of these, just kind of talking to vlog style videos. You know, I still will do some Walmart clearance stuff when deals are available. You know, so this is just kind of a summary of where we've been and kind of where we're going for the next couple months. And like I said, I just want some feedback from you guys about the channel. You know, what y'all want to see more of, what y'all want to see less of, that type of thing. And I just want to let you guys know that I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody that comments on our videos, watches our videos, give us thumbs ups and all those different things. I'm not even gonna say it on this video because y'all are gonna do that regardless of if I say it or not. So with that, y'all have an awesome Saturday, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.